Hey everybody, and welcome. It's Jeff here at Raise Your Vibration TV, and when you see that singing bowl in the middle of the screen, you know it's time for, what is that? That's right everybody, the Freakin Weekend. Hell yeah, this is when we get the vibe for each of the signs for the weekend. And this is going to be for the 24th, the 25th, and the 26th. That's right, of October, of course. So see the singing bowl, we got everybody's sign in the bowl, so let's give it a good old jolly shake up, shall we? Yes, that's right. Let's get everybody ready for the weekend. We do a fun tarot reading here. We try to keep it light, but if the message is heavy, we got to talk about it. But fun message. If you really want to get in depth to what's going on for you at any time of the week, well, you can watch the midweek reset tarot reading, and that's posted on Wednesday. So I think, Jeff, we've done a good job stirring the fucking signs up. How about you? I'm so glad that everybody's here. So without further ado, let's pick out a sign for the weekend. Let's see, who's it going to be? Well, it's Libra. Welcome, Libra, to the Freakin Weekend. Let's put you on the board. There it is. Oh, okay. Don't know why you're over there, but we're gonna deal with that because, well, you know how it is. I don't like to stop the video just because the goddamn logo ain't straight. I know it's gonna drive maybe some Virgos that are watching. But I'm already in my element and I'm not going to stop and then have to record. So Libra, welcome. We've got your sign out of balance here. I wonder if that's a sign. Okay, so let's get to it. We are going to move this though. I think we're going to put this right here, because we changed the little set here. And you noticed before I had the candles, the big pillar candles here, and I was hitting the candles, if you remember that episode. So welcome, Libra. Thank you so much for being here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and let's get the vibe for you this weekend. What do we have going on? Again, it's a quick read, just a vibe check for 3 days, you know. Nothing spectacular, but we're going to get the mood. Let's see what's going to be happening here. We just finished Libra season, and now we're moving clear into Scorpio season. Holy shit, look at this. All right. All right, big message right here, Libra, is for you to get some rest. You need some rest this weekend. Make sure you find the time to do it. Actually, yeah, the energy's got to reciprocate here for you. Yes, a give and take. I really, again, speak your truth. Be very stern about things. Just calm your emotions. You don't want your emotions to get in the way. But all in all, get some rest. Hopefully you're getting some rest this week. And this weekend, Page of Wands to the Queen of Wands. Yeah, that's good energy. That's celebrating. If you ask me, it seems like after a very laborious week, Libra needs some me time. You know what I mean? Getting out and having some fun, and there's nothing wrong with that. So let's add some oracles to it. Let's see what we got for you. I hope all the signs aren't going to be screwy like that, because then I am going to have to change it. Because I'm surprised I'm letting it go, but I'm telling you, I'm not fixing, you know? I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it. All right, that's it, huh? All right, yeah, again, the Six of Pentacles and the Lovers. So there's like offers coming in. Maybe some people want to help you with some of the things that you need to do this weekend, so let them. But these two right here is embrace change and have some fun. That's really what that is. So remember that, okay? Now, let's look at love. We got sixes here. Yeah, 666. Let's put those on the board. No, it's not the sign of the devil. That's been co-opted. What it really is realignment. And that's what you need, including that goddamn graphic, because that's driving me nuts. Realignment, Libra. See, that's why it's off balance. Is because we're getting in realignment and harmony in relationships and doing some reflecting. And some rest, too. You really need some rest. So let's get love. What's going on in the love depot? I'm telling you, there's lots of help coming here. Lots of hands being held, you know? I like that. Oh my God, the Six of Pentacles is out again. Holy shit. Yeah, Six of Pentacles to the Ten of Cups. What? Yeah, reciprocating energy. Offers coming in. This is good shit, Libra. This is good shit. Lots of offers coming in. You notice the scales here. Focus. There we go. Oh my God. Sony, need to fix focus problem. There we go. Beautiful. Nice reciprocating energy this weekend. I'm telling you, this is good shit. This is good. Let's get some more messages and see what we got. What else do we have for Libra? This is crazy. This is just crazy, you know? Crazy. All right, which ones? Because there's like 19 of them. For real? Yeah, put them back in the deck. Okay, that's a first. You know, your guides do not want you to get the wrong message. That's for sure. And I always have that as a gatekeep. You know what I mean? Okay, so we now have, and it is shallow, hollow, empty, and boredom. Right? That says boredom? Yeah, boredom. So be aware of this, Libra. Let's not be shallow. Maybe things not being transactional for you. Maybe that's what it is. And running, ghosting, disappearing, and invisible. So we have empty, hollow, ghosting, disappearing. Maybe that's what you need to do. Just as long as you're not running from your problems. That's the other thing, you know? Just as long as you're not doing that. There's no need to avoid anything. What it is that you really need to put to rest your anxiety. Embrace the unknown instead of freak the fuck out, okay? And stay out of this. Toxic, drama, arguments, incompatible. No mushrooms this weekend. I don't care how good your friend tells you, dude, these mushrooms are like so awesome. Don't do it, okay? But stay out of the drama. Don't participate in arguments. Again, you know, maybe that's energy around you. Let them run. You know what I mean? All right, Libra. This looks like good energy. It's just, maybe it was just a tough week, you know, but the outcome is delish. So focus on that, okay? All right, here we go. What about this? Take a fucking trip. Go see some shit. Do some new things. Talk to people cooler than you. Is there anyone cooler than you, Libra? I doubt it. All right, so Libra, that's going to do it for your freaking weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't be running from any shit. Just keep on moving, honey. But this is reciprocating energy. I mean, the Six of Pentacles in all three decks. That's beauty. That's beauty. You cannot deny that, you know? So focus on harmony and realignment and not getting out of alignment, just like that logo, okay? All right, Libra, thank you so much for watching. I love you all. Let's take you off the board. Let's see. Oh, look, everyone else is like that. Okay, not a problem. So what we're going to do, please stand by. We're going to change the tarot table. Logo, we're going to put that up here. Yeah, we'll put that up there. So it's not so awkward. And then we'll just, you know, all right, so we'll put in the next person. Not a problem. All right, let's see. I'm just going to give these cards a shuffle. I'm telling you guys, I'm not one of those people that just wants to, you know, oh, well, I'll go ahead and, well, I'll just stop the video. When I'm about to get in my flow, no, I can't. Once I'm in the flow, I'm not doing it. Sorry, I just can't. It's not up to me to shut it off. You know what I mean? So, let's see who's next. Who's it going to be? It's Aries. Welcome, Aries, to the freaking weekend. Let's put you up on the board. Yep, you're sideways. We'll deal with it, won't we? Of course we will, Aries. So, let's get the vibe for you this weekend. Thank you so much for being here, Aries. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. And let's get the vibe. I see you, Scorpio. I see you looking at me. You're going to have to wait your turn. All right. Let's see. What do we have for Aries for this weekend? Is that it? Yeah. Nope. One more. Thank you. Okay. Oh, razzle dazzle. Okay. So we've got the Seven of Swords. So let's not feel like we're being robbed of anything. This is all like a mental kind of like talking yourself out of something when you really should be embracing it. Create the weekend you want. You know, you're in that manifesting mode. I really like this. Knight of Wands, taking action, getting that spark. Aries, don't talk yourself out of that. And King of Pentacles, maybe you're just chilling out at home, reading a good book, feeling very secure and comfortable. Don't let your thoughts ruin that for you, okay? That's a big one. So just be aware of that. I'm getting like either don't feel guilty for doing what you love. You're getting time to do it. Allow yourself that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now let's get some oracles to reinforce this. But I don't like that Seven of Swords. That Seven of Swords is kind of like, maybe it's just one of those weeks, you know? Really? Okay. Yeah, look at this. Okay, so, daydreams and decisions and choose your battles. I'm bringing these out together because they're both sevens, which I just realized. But, you know, it's kind of like, where are you gonna put your thoughts at? You know what I mean? You need to master that voice in your head that says you can't relax, you can't enjoy yourself. Go, 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 go. Just go with the flow this weekend, okay? You'll be surprised where it takes you, and trust where you're going also. Yeah, this is good. This is good. New beginnings, possibly this weekend. Feeling secure, good. I'm rolling with it. A lot of you Aries are rolling with it. And this is all good, except for that Seven of Swords. Oh, look at that, 777. Let's put it on the board. Hell yeah. 3 sevens is all about spiritual lesson, luck, and enlightenment. So again, luck also with the Wheel of Fortune here. So pay attention to that. You create your own luck. Don't let your thoughts deceive you. That's what that is. Excellent. Aries, that's so cool. The setup looks so weird. Like, I don't know. Everything's wonky. Probably just like this weekend. All right, let's get love and relationships. What's going on? Oh, Aries. Again, what's going on here is your thoughts deceiving you. Yeah, look, the Seven of Swords out again. You're being taught a lesson. Let this go. You're stuck in this kind of guilt and all of that. Not creating, again, where are you putting your focus? Knight of Swords is taking action. Again, so a lot of knights, a lot of movement. Be patient, and the Emperor. So again, you know, you might be a lot more wiser to what's going on. I don't know why I'm saying that, but here it is, you know. A lot wiser to what's going on. You're kind of taking your time. Take your time, because things will work out as they should, but let's hope that we're not choosing to let the past or past hurts really get to us. You know, again, there's a thing of guilt, you know. Just weird. All right, let's get a look at these. And this is thinking. Missing you, craving, desiring. All right. Someone may be reaching out with the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Very possible for that to happen. And broken. Shattered, heartbroken, destroyed. Okay. So, again, choose your battles. Where are you putting your focus this weekend? You know what I mean? It's trusting the flow right now. You have to double down on that. Okay, Aries? Let's get what's the vibe. You may be dealing with people around you that are like this. Don't let them take you down, you know what I mean? So be aware of that, okay? Be aware of that. All right. Which ones do I keep? Just the one. Okay, all right. Yeah. You may be finding out, things are concealed. Again, deception. The Seven of Swords out twice, though it means deception, and then this. So be aware of that. Trust your intuition. Feet on the ground approach, though. Don't get all, because we're in that Scorpio energy, so that can make you a little delulu. Be careful with that, okay? Let's get a closing message for you. I don't know. Aries. Just, trust what's going on here. Trust your intuition. Things will reveal themselves when you kind of just let things, you know what I mean? Okay, closing message for you this weekend is be fucking grateful. Shit could be so much worse. Again, where are you putting your focus this weekend? I guess that's what the question is. Because if it's putting on all this deceit or whatnot, or even if it's going on in here, you should just go with the flow. You got a lesson to learn here, and I think it pays off. It could be a lot worse. So make your weekend the best weekend. That's what I got to say to you. Okay, so hit that like and subscribe. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can. Okay, click the link in the description, of course. So, Aries, listen. Create the weekend you want, It's where you put your focus. You could be dealing with a lot of shit. But there's also like this energy here that Lady Luck's on your side. So open up to that, okay? All right, Aries. That is going to do it for your freaking weekend. Pay attention to the sevens, too. Again, maybe play the lottery with those, Don't they have like a sevens? Something with sevens? Doesn't the lottery have something with sevens? I don't know, Aries, but check it out, okay? Google that shit. All right, let's take you off the board, Aries. Thank you so much for watching, and let's see who is next. And it's Sagittarius. Sagittarius, welcome to the freaking weekend. Let's get the vibe. All right? Yes, it's a little off-center. We're gonna get it. I mean, on my face cam, it's centered. So I don't know what happened here. It's weird, to set up all these scenes and titles and all that. I mean, it's relatively easy, but you mess with one thing and it kind of goofs everything else up. Because I've got a lot going on one screen at a time, so whatever. Let's not bore you with my bullshit. All right, Sag, let's get the vibe. Thank you so much for being here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Let's do it. Give me the weekend. Jeffy. Give me the weekend. Oh, okay. All right, okay, all right. We got the Page of Swords. So we got some ideas coming in. Maybe you're being creative. Absolutely. Ace of Wands, new beginning in something. Maybe you're just starting some classes or something like that, Sag. Yeah, I love this. The King of Wands. So lots of change this weekend. And the Two of Cups. I love that. That's good energy. Fire energy change. Going with the flow. Maybe you're getting a lot of ideas. Maybe you're sharing ideas. And especially with the one you love. I mean, the Two of Cups. I mean, how good is that? Being with that soulmate energy, Filling each other's cups. I love that for you. Good weekend energy. All right, let's get some oracles. Are you thinking of making a change? Are you starting a new job this weekend, maybe? Opportunity beckons, so don't turn your back on it. So you may get a message from somebody to like go and do something that's out of your comfort zone. Fucking do it. Okay? If you're single, you might meet your significant other. You heard it here first. I really don't necessarily like find balance. It's you've been juggling a lot. So let's strike a balance, okay? Let's focus on balance instead of, it seems like you're spinning a lot of plates. Well, stop spinning the ones that you don't need to. Again, take control of that. You pull out that inner strength. So this is good energy, feeling empowered. Maybe you're thinking whether I can afford it or not. Yes, you can. You can. All right. Let's get love. Ooh. King of Pentacles, I like that. So if you're worried about the money, there it is. That's like a banker kind of thing. Yeah, uncertainty with the moon. Maybe being a little moody. You can see Scorpio there. And Scorpio season. Go within. Don't ruin anybody else's weekend if you're going to be like that. You know what I mean? But you'll find a solution to it, whatever it is. And the Queen of Cups to the King of Pentacles. This is trusting your intuition, going with the flow, and knowing that you're safe and secure and nurturing that part of yourself. And Ace of Swords, again, this is new idea. Again, ideas flowing this weekend, but also this is taking a winning attitude. Again, maybe more messages coming in for you. So that's good. I was just taking a sip of my mud water. Yeah, I gave in. I'm drinking mud water. Yeah, mud water. It's not bad. I don't know. Usually I have a cup of coffee. Well, shut me down. Usually I have a cup of coffee or a cup of tea when I'm doing marathon readings like this, and then a bottle of water or something. So yeah, you know what? Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Enough about my fucking mud water. Let's look at this. Soulmates, deep love, unity, and connection. This is what you need to focus on this weekend. And I'm telling you, if you are with somebody, big time making connections this weekend, okay? If you are single, don't sit home. Don't do it. I'm telling you, you heard it here first, okay? Let's get what's the vibe. Love that soulmates card. And you know how I am about soulmates, but if the shoe fits, yeah, let's stay out of this. Let's stay away from this toxic drama, arguments, incompatible. Again, where are we putting our focus? Let's get a closing message. Closing message. Let's see what's up. What do we have? What do we have? What do we have here? From the Rebel deck. This is a little smartass kind of. Well, you're going to find out. This weekend, though, drop the fucking ego. Vulnerability is hot as fuck, and that's the truth. You know what I mean? Instead of arguing and being incompatible, be vulnerable. You don't need to be defensive. What is that line right there? Is that just the shadow? Yeah, it is. I moved my lights around, and I don't know if I'm liking it too much, because they were usually like, one was in front of me and one was at my face. You can see how my hands get lit up. But back here, You know, do I really have to sit up that close? You know, whatever. Hey, Sag, either way, this looks really good. Really good for strengthening relationships, really having a good time this weekend. So focus on that and not so much the arguments. Once in a while, you're going to have that shit, but that's what we need to deal with. That's what a lot of us need to understand. We just don't give up when we have an argument, you know? We make it work in some way, shape, or form. Maybe I'm just one of those people that wants to give things a chance and give somebody the benefit of the doubt instead of just, bye. You know what I mean? Like, what? Whatever. All right, Sag. I mean, let's just put it all together here, shall we? Deep love, unity, connections. That's what we focus on this weekend. Connections, okay? All right, Sag. That's going to do it for the Freakin Weekend for you. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to watch your full weekly tarot reading, your midweek reset. And that is available at Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Same time, same channel. Yeah, so messages coming in. Loving all around you. Open up to it. Sag, thank you so much for watching. That's going to do it for your Freakin Weekend. Let's take you off the board. I don't want to offend you, but this is how it goes. Now, let's pick out the next contestant. Oh, and it's Virgo. Virgo, welcome to the Freakin Weekend. Yes, your logo's crooked. If it's anyone that's going to put a comment in there, it's going to be a Virgo. Do you realize that the logo's not centered? What about that singing bowl? It's really fucking with my vibe. Tell me I'm not right on that, Virgo. All right. Okay, let's get the vibe for you. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, had a little technical glitch if you're just joining us, Virgo, about the they're aligned with the face cam, see? Perfect, but not for this one for some reason. I don't know. And it was too late because I already started to hit record, and I have a rule. If it's technical and it's not, the place isn't burning down, keep recording, you know? Because I don't know, I'm just one of those people that maybe you might get some YouTube gold, you know, if you keep watching one of these days. All right, so for you this weekend, I think there is an offer here, but your walls are up for some reason. Maybe the week has just got to you with the Nine of Wands. The Knight of Cups is an offer coming in, and I really suggest taking the offer. I want you to nurture your stability and strength. I think that's what you need to do this weekend, and not fortify yourself behind your walls of bullshit. You know what I mean? Sorry, but I got to call it like I see it. You know what I'm saying, Virgo? So let's get some oracles and look at that. But so let down your walls and your defensiveness. You don't need to be defensive. Take the offer if it comes in, okay? Or maybe you're making the offer. We'll see. I'm sure if it's that major of an issue for you this weekend, it will reinforce itself with the oracles or any of the other cards that I bring to the table. All right, so let's see this, Virgo. It just seemed like not too long ago it was your season. You know what I mean? Jesus. All right, throat chakra, yeah. Speak up. You got something to say? Yes. Ace of Wands. Ace of Swords. What am I saying? Clarity of belief, especially when you speak your truth and spread your wings. This is Two of Wands. So this is making some plans. Maybe being confident in your plans. Maybe that's what it is. You got an offer here and you're maybe not feeling too confident about the plan. Go with the plan, okay? Just make sure you got your ducks in a row. See what I'm saying? Could be some traveling going on this weekend too. Maybe if you're in my area, you're going out to see the foliage. Although there's not much to see. It's fucking raining cats and dogs for like the last 2 days. It's so like Fort Washington right now, you know? Ooh. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, the devil and the moon. Yeah, Don't be tempted to go there. You know, maybe you're just in one of those moods. Maybe you need to speak it through. Yeah, the Two of Wands is out again. Six of Swords, you got to change the way you're thinking about things here, especially going into this weekend. And the Two of Wands again. So this is making plans. Don't be so rigid, okay? Don't try to control it. Go with the flow with this, okay? I understand that you have things a certain way, but if you don't speak up, no one's going to follow suit. I don't know why I'm saying that, but here we are. Okay, let's get, especially when it comes to relationships. So maybe your plans, maybe you're meeting your significant other or making plans with somebody and they have to change. And instead of you throwing your hands up in the air, kind of conform to the change, you know, embrace it instead of fight it. All right, confessions, unveiling, coming clean, and messages. Messages is a big thing this weekend, so open up to that. But maybe somebody is confessing something to you, so okay, all right, we'll take that. So maybe you got to come clean with something. But I think you're ready. You know, the Two of Wands is always showing you're ready. So this weekend, it's important for you to recharge, breathe, let go, and clear your mind. All right? Again, clear your mind, maybe confess, maybe just get it off your chest, you know, that kind of thing. All right, Virgo. Let's get a closing message for you. What do we have? Oop. Too many. Let's give it another stack. Okay. What do we have? Closing message for Virgo. The one in the middle? Okay. All right, Virgo. Closing message for you this weekend is get the fuck out your head. Get in your heart. It misses you. So, for some of you, you may need to express yourself in a loving way. Are you macking on somebody, Virgo? They ain't gonna know unless you say something. For some reason, I got a specific message for one or two of you Virgos. Let me know in the comments, all right? Okay, Virgo, that is gonna do it for the freaking weekend for you. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, watch your midweek reset tarot reading. That gives you the big lowdown for all the energy that's going on from Wednesday to Tuesday. And then we got you covered with another message for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I mean, that's incredible. And don't forget that Thursdays live are always at 7 o'clock. So make sure that you check that out as well. That has November predictions for everybody's tarot sign. So, tarot sign. All right. Virgo, thank you so much for watching. Let's get the cards ready, okay? Let's take you off the board. Virgo, I love you so much. And let's see who is next. And it is Gemini. I almost burned my hands on that candle. Gemini, welcome to the freaking weekend. Yes, it's crooked. It's crooked, okay? Thank you so much for being here, Gemini. Let's get the vibe for you this weekend. I just love it when Gemini is in the house, you know? Energy just feels different. It's weird because Aquarius does that too. You know, I just don't know. I just don't know. All right, lots of things going on. Maybe you have just been running ragged this whole week, okay? And you need some downtime Make sure you establish that. Try not to force it, but just go with it. I think you're worried about finances too, so do some stuff at home or go out and do stuff that's free. Why do I feel, ugh, this mud water when it gets cold? Oh, Jesus Christ. Now I know why they call it mud water. I mean, what am I drinking? What am I doing here? Ugh, it's like very weak, cold, hot chocolate. So anyway, and chalky. Ugh. Two of Pentacles. Maybe you're trying to juggle a lot here. Maybe it's finances. Oh, I don't have the money to go out. Oh my God, what is that? And, oh my God. And do some free stuff at home or just be at home. But lots of action taking place. You might be going somewhere, you know? So Eight of Wands is always about messages coming in too. So maybe that's it. You got a lot of information you got to process. Just don't drive yourself wonky, that's all. So let's get some oracles. So the vibe looks busy, if that's the way you can put it. But you got this. You got this. You can handle busy. You know, you're a multitasker. So embrace that aspect of yourself, you know, instead of freaking out. All right, heal. If it calls for it, yes, absolutely. Heal that part of yourself that's got to do. Maybe you just need to chill. Listen to your intuition. That will guide you completely and unequivocally. Daydreams and decisions. Yeah, you got a lot going on here. Sort it all out. And the Wheel of Fortune is going with the flow. Being in the flow instead of fighting the flow. This looks like the flow, you know, the Eight of Wands. It's like hyperspace. So it's things coming together. It's just going with the flow. You really can't control this, so just go with it. That's basically the message they got. So let's look at love and see what we have here. All right, what do we have for Gemini? Ooh, I like this. Hell to the yeah. Look at that. The Magician, the Ten of Cups, and the World. God damn. Yeah, this is being in the right place at the right time. Okay, this is very good relationship energy. That may be being with family, creating a good time. Maybe you're creating like a dinner party or something like that. Maybe having an early Halloween party, something of that sort. Could be dealing with a Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius, fellow air sign. But damn, relationships are solid. This looks good. That's a good weekend right there. Could be traveling also. Just putting that out there. Don't know if you have any travel plans, but when the World comes out, that's always like, oh, we're going here, going there. Again, the Eight of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the World, that indicates some kind of traveling, okay? So maybe you're having a hard time deciding where to go or if you're going to be able to do it all. I say yes to both, okay? Ooh. Okay, so messages are exhaustion, depletion, drained, and long journey. Okay, so maybe you are getting ready for a long journey. Maybe you've been on a long journey and you're just taking this weekend off. Not a problem. Intimacy. That's what I see a lot of you guys doing. Bonding, sensual, and confiding. So just getting nice and cozy. I like it. I like it. All right, let's get what's the vibe. Again, Ten of Cups energy. That's just vibing really good. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Let's get the vibe. Interesting. This is weird. Shattered, broken, nightmares, and failures. Again, maybe that's the part you got to heal. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just because you're tired, you know, maybe you're just moody. There's been a lot of moody readings, so maybe that's what it is. But Gemini, you know, I think you just need some R&R. There's nothing wrong with that. You need to heal. So rest. Rest. Maybe going on an impromptu trip will kind of get the blood boiling again, you know, I guess. All right, closing message. Gemini, get the fuck out your head. Get in your heart. It misses you. Okay. So maybe you just need some alone time. Maybe that's what you're trying to juggle here. You got stuff to do. Make it happen. Focus on the task getting done. Okay? Instead of being overwhelmed by it. I think that's another thing. Maybe it's overwhelm. I got so much to do. And you're really not making any progress. This weekend, you can make some pretty good progress, so just be aware of that, Gemini, okay? All right, that is going to do it for the freaking weekend for you, Gemini. Enjoy this, because this looks so good. Don't forget, on Wednesdays, 10 a.m., I post the midweek reset tarot reading. That's where you get the whole vibe for the week. Wednesday to Tuesday is how we do that one. And yeah, if you'd like a personal reading with me, in person or online, I got extended hours. I'm trying to talk over the train whistle. It's only 46 degrees outside, but I still have my studio window open. I'm still fighting the fact that it's almost November, you know? I'll close my windows eventually. I finally closed my bedroom window. I was sleeping with that open, so hey, I don't want it to end. I love the nice weather. All right, Gemini, you have a great weekend. Thank you so much for watching. Let's take you off the board and see who's next. And it's my personal favorite, Leo. Leo, welcome. Fellow kings and queens, welcome to the freaking weekend, where we get the vibe for us Leos. Let's see. Are we purring this weekend? Or are we roaring? Either way, it's a win-win, twin. All right, Leo, let's get the vibe. Huh? Capiche? Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Son of a bitch. All right, we've got the Four of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Page of Swords. This is all some mental bullshit that you need to put to rest. That's what the Four of Swords is. Putting this shit to rest. The guilt, the pain, whatever this is, Leo, it's time to let that go. The indecision, it's time to make a decision with the Page of Swords here. So we've got two solutions here. Put this to rest and make a fucking decision. Okay? Let's get some oracles. Don't be indecisive. Put to rest any fear, doubt, and worry. You know? Put to rest any past issues. You're not stuck. You got plenty of brain cells working in your favor up there. I'm telling you. I don't know why I have to say it that way, but there it is. You know? I don't know. Let's get some more oracles. I know there's two more in there. Well, there's that. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Clarity of belief and dedicated effort. You got to put in the effort. And it pays off. You have to believe that. You have to have a winning attitude. In the meantime, you just breathe through this. You know? You've got this. And remember, you manifest. So are you manifesting a new love? Are you manifesting better relationships? Yes. So why be indecisive about it? Choose. and it'll be yours. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand what the indecision here is. I don't understand what the Three of Swords. It's just, that's just, let it go. Whatever it is. Put in the effort to move through this, you know? All right, let's look at love. I mean, we got the Lovers out here. We got the Magician. That's good. You know, we've got the Eight of Pentacles. That's putting in new work. I see you using a new skill. Don't, you know, you can't be already getting seasonal defect, you know, SADS. Is that what it is? SAD? Seasonal affective disorder. Like, we don't need that. Look at the sun comes out, of course. There it is, you know. Like, you got to be positive. The fucking Two of Swords is out again. Yeah. Alleviate this. Make a decision. Put in the work to make a decision. You know you're choosing the highest and the best for you. Queen of Cups to the Knight of Cups. An offer coming in. To release these emotions, to trust. And the sun just burns all that away. I mean, that's our card. So, again, maybe an offer's got you confused. Maybe that's where you've been. You've been in this abyss. Oh my God, I was just gonna, it was coming out of my mouth, abyss. And then I pull this card, depth, awareness, importance, and value. Wow. Don't get yourself in a spiral. Not this weekend. Not this weekend. Focus on things working out for you. You know what I mean? Let's get what's the vibe. Your importance. You have value. Don't devalue yourself here. Don't be indecisive, you know? And then we have this, karma. I know it says karmics, but it's supposed to say karma, I'm pretty sure. Third parties, haters, lessons learned. Okay, so, Leo, you know we got haters. The haters are going to hate. Masculine energy. Authority, discipline, father figure. Okay, so, again, this may be discipline. Be disciplined about where your thoughts are going. Because this looks indecisive. It's not your energy. It's not our energy. It's not in the cards for us to be that way. So let's not this time, Leo. Let's enjoy a weekend. But this looks like things coming around. Maybe it's got you indecisive, but you're better than this. So let's get a closing message for you. I guess the sun is just saying, keep shining. Keep smiling, knowing you can always count on me. For sure. Listen, fool, that's what friends are for. Closing message. Get the fuck outside, move your ass. Your body's pissed at you. Leo. That's what tarot's for. All right, listen. Get the fuck outside and move your ass because your body's pissed at you. That's what you can do. Just breathe. There's like, don't be stuck. Make some moves, okay? Make some moves, Leo. Make it happen. Be aware of where you're putting your attention and focus. Why are you confused? Why are you letting a situation confuse you? You got ideas, you got plans, make it happen. All right? Fuck that indecisiveness, okay? All right, Leo, that is going to do it for your freaking weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, watch your midweek reset tarot reading. That's where I get you the vibes from Wednesday to Tuesday, and it's available at Wednesdays at 10 a.m. And the live, check that out because I'm doing November tarot readings for all the signs. I got us included in there too, Leo. So have a great weekend. Don't sit in this indecision. Make some moves, okay? I love you all. Let's see who is going to be next. All right, let's see who is next. And it's Scorpio. I knew you were looking at me. earlier, but we got you, Scorpio. Welcome. It is your season. So if you are celebrating your birthday, happy birthday this weekend for you. Love that you are here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, Scorpio. Let's get the vibe for the weekend for you. Absolutely. So, maybe you're getting some birthday celebrations on. That's okay. That's okay. We got that. All right. So, let's see what we got for you. Ooh. Okay, Ace of Wands. Oh, wow. Damn, these cards came out weird. Okay. Stretch. All right, this is a new beginning here. Love is all around you. New beginning here. Maybe being visited from someone from the past, maybe your childhood, something like that. Meeting up with them, but this is really good energy. This is you completing a cycle here. You could be going on a trip or doing some kind of traveling of some sort, but this is a new beginning for you. You should really embrace this. Maybe something you've been waiting for a long time. Maybe you're thinking about the past and you finally have taken care of it. You know what I'm saying? Like you're entering into a new phase of this. So that's good. Yeah, getting out of helpless and hopeless. So I believe with that Eight of Swords is that you're getting out of some stuck energy and it feels like a new beginning for you. Yeah. Yeah, look at this. You're confronting this side of you. You're releasing that judgment. Yeah. Instead of focusing on challenging times, we're kind of letting this out. Again, the Ace of Wands again. So, this is a big change. Already starting your season off very well, I would say, Scorpio. I'm really digging this. But we do, if you haven't noticed, you do need to confront some issues here. Maybe like in a victim mentality or something like that. But with two Ace of Wands, maybe you're finally completing this cycle, okay? Let's look at relationships. Yeah, there's the symbolism of a child here. So maybe we're dealing with children. When it comes to our relationships, yeah, let's not be wishy-washy in this issue. Let's find that balance, be that balance. Remember, you create your reality, especially with relationships. Just focus on success. Again, this is moving towards a very positive energy after you've worked some shit out here, which is good. You could be creating that person in your life. You could be bringing that in. You may have been working on that for quite some time. So we've got distracted with sidetracked, change, and delays. So we may be dealing with that. Maybe that's what we need to deal with is schedule changes and being able to adapt. The two Ace of Wands is showing to be adaptable, definitely. Okay? So don't let that get you down. Maybe, because plans change. I don't know. I think you're being guided towards something here. And then we have this from What's the Vibe is masked. Hiding, concealing, deception. Okay. So maybe we're distracted from the deception. Maybe the deception is the distraction. I don't know. It just doesn't jive right here. Okay. So let's get a closing message for you. Again, with the two Ace of Wands, the Chariot, the World, and we've got, all these other things stacked up against us. I say you come out winning on this, All right, closing message for you. Wow, look at that. Take a fucking trip. Interesting. Go see some shit. Do some new things. Talk to people cooler than you. Is there anybody cooler than you, Scorpio? I doubt it. All right, so that's going to do it for this weekend for you, Scorpio. Again, nice quick reading. No bullshit. Let's not let things from the week kind of get us down. Let's get a new vitality. Open up. I'm telling you, some traveling is in your future. So make sure you do that. And, of course, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, Scorpio. Hope you have a wonderful birthday. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. You know the jive. And if you would like your full tarot reading, that's posted on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. So make sure you watch that. The live I have going on is for November tarot reading. So check that out. Check out to see how November is going to work for you. All right, Scorpio, I love you so much. Let's take you off the board and see who is next. And it's Pisces. Welcome, Pisces, to the freaking weekend. We got you on the board. We got you on the board. So let's get the vibe for you, Pisces. Thank you so much for being here. I am so thrilled that you're here. Let's get the vibe. King of Wands. Okay. Making some changes. What kind of changes you making? Aha. Okay, so for this energy, don't be tempted to waste your energy this weekend. Okay, Pisces? Don't do it. I know you're going to be tempted to do it, but don't. Don't. In fact, slow and steady this weekend. No need to rush. Have some fun. Plant some new ideas. There's something here that needs to be birthed, you know? Empower yourself. Maybe creativity. And King of Wands, making the change, making necessary changes, moving forward. This is about moving forward, so don't waste your energy this weekend. That's the big message, okay? Don't do it. Don't do it, Pisces. Don't waste your energy. Make some moves. That's what I'm hearing. Moves. Make some moves. Maybe you are moving. Yeah, release. Again, that's not sitting still. That's making some progress. And well-deserved reward. See, it pays off. Good for you. Maybe you're treating yourself to something. The Empress is taking care of yourself, empowering, nurturing yourself. Maybe doing some pampering this weekend, possibly. Ooh, okay. Yeah, oh, we had some cards here. We had no idea, okay. Yeah, again, huge message. Walk away from what no longer serves you, especially anxiety. You know, and the need to get things done. You'll get them done. Just know that everything in divine timing for you. You got this. Nine of Pentacles is reaching for that. There's a lot of pentacles here, so creating and money, an opportunity here, recognition and reward. Wow, that's cool. That's cool. Maybe getting an offer from somebody that you know. Maybe you could possibly be getting a raise this weekend too, something like that, a bonus. Throw me a freaking bonus, okay? All right, let's get some. Let's get some oracles and see what's coming up. Yeah, you're doing a lot of releasing of some wasteful energy and making some moves. What do I keep? The first two. Okay. Okay. So we got past life, deja vu, repeated patterns, and karmic lessons. So again, this could be the payoff for some of that karma, that good karma that you put out there. You thought maybe went unnoticed by the universe. Wrong. Okay, silence, frozen, no words, stonewall. Okay, well, again, that's probably what you're combating, is that energy of, you know, that wasteful energy. So express yourself if you have to, but don't go frozen. You know what I mean? No words. Nurture yourself to come up with the words. Don't freak out about it. The answers will come when they're ready to appear, you know, when you're open to them. And this is good energy. This is just focusing on day to day, you know, good vibes, being in the now, unapologetic. Light your cigarette or your joint off of somebody's birthday candles, you know. Why not? All right, let's get a closing message for you, Pisces. So the word of the day is don't squander your energy. Go out and do something. Maybe getting an offer. Take it. Okay? Take it. Okay. Let's get a closing message. Come on. What's going on here? Oop, there it is. Okay. We got 2, and I'm not going to argue. You're being shady. Watch out, shit could get ugly. Okay, so this is what you don't want. You've been warned. Okay? Don't do that. And stop obsessing. Pisces, you're not the fucking center of the universe. Sometimes we just gotta get told. And Pisces, this weekend, you got told. It's all right, though. No one's judging you, you know? But there's a message here. There's something here that you're fucking with stuff that you shouldn't fuck with, you know? You know, the person that looks for trouble, they usually find it. And I think maybe that's what some of you might be struggling with. But just empower yourself, nurture your ideas, let them come to the forefront, and stop pissing away your energy. That's basically the bottom line there, Pisces, okay? All right, thank you so much for watching, Pisces. That's going to do it for the freaking weekend. Don't forget, Pisces, to watch your midweek reset tarot reading. That's Wednesdays at 10 a.m. That gives you the whole vibe from Wednesday to Tuesday. And plus, we give you the vibe for the weekend. Man, you is some special, okay? All right, Pisces, thank you so much for watching. Let's see who's next. And it's Taurus. Taurus, welcome to the freaking weekend. Let's put you on the board. And let's see what we have for you, Taurus. Thank you for being here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and let's get the vibe. Let's get the vibe. All these cards are face down except for this one, the Magician. You know what that's saying for you this weekend, Taurus? Make your own damn party. You know what I mean? Yeah. Wow. Look at that. This is taking action, mental action. Seeing, you know, the whole view. Getting a good view. Taking action and making it happen. Look at that. The 9 of Cups to the 10 of Pentacles. That's great energy. Celebrating, opening up, manifesting, creating. That's what you're doing. Maybe going to a soiree or a party, but that's okay. I mean, it's good. It's you communicating, seeing the vision of your future a little bit more clearly, you know, and opening up to some good times this weekend. So do it. Don't cut yourself off. Don't be cold. Don't be warm this weekend. For some reason, I have to tell people, don't, you know, let's not be silent. You know, let's not seem like we're preoccupied. You know, be in the moment this weekend. Okay. Yeah. Healing begins. Okay. When you simply love, that's the 6 of Cups. And 7 of Pentacles, putting in the work, and it pays off. Okay? So healing begins this weekend. Good. Maybe that's what you're doing, is taking steps to heal. Not bad. Let's look at love and relationships. I like the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles there. I love the 6 of Cups. This could be somebody coming back around in your future. You know, coming back in your present, I should say. That's been in your past. So, Queen of Wands, embracing change, especially in the way that you handle your relationships. Okay. Weird, all these wanted to come out. Yeah, 3 of Swords. I don't like seeing that. You're moving on from that. I think, again, healing begins. Pay attention to... Do I have them? Yeah, 666. Boom, boom. 666. That's realignment, harmony in relationships, and doing a lot of reflection this week. And you embracing change brings a partnership together. This is good energy. This is good energy. Dare I say, maybe single Tauruses could be meeting somebody or reconciling an old, like, hurt or something like that, but finally water under the bridge kind of energy. That's what I'm feeling. Interesting. All right. Let's get some more insight into this weekend. This looks really good. Maybe you've put it out there that you're finally ready for somebody if you're single. And I do believe that it could happen. And maybe meet somebody at a party or something like that. Look at that. Twin flames, mirroring, shared feelings, and reflection. Lots of reflection going on here. So what are you creating, that's reflecting back to you? Okay. Wow. This is probably one of the most intriguing weekend readings this week. Yeah, there's a huge focus on this weekend, and it's family. Blood ties, inner circle. Really beneficial for being with family. And drowning over your head, overextended, and rock bottom. You could have reached this place and then all of a sudden you are starting to see the results of healing and getting into a better, more safer spot. Yeah, safe. All right, let's get a closing oracle from the Rebel deck and see what you're going to be called out on. I might as well just sell it like that. You're going to be called on something. Okay. And we got detox. Drink a smoothie, unfriend that asshole, and throw some shit out. Yeah, this is things coming around, you making things happen. Definitely, okay? All right, Taurus, that is going to do it for the freaking weekend for you. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to watch your full weekly tarot reading. Your midweek reset, I should say. How dare you? That's posted at Wednesdays at 10 a.m. And check out the live that we did Thursday. That was the November tarot readings. And check out what's happening for November for you. That is posted now. Check the replay out if you didn't watch it live, okay? All right, Taurus, I love you all. Let's take you off the board and see who is next. Who's next? And it's Capricorn. We're getting to all the bloody earth signs. Capricorn, let's put you on the board. Yes, there you are. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Let's get the vibe. What's Capricorn's weekend going to look like? What are we dealing with here? Is we going to have fun? Is it relaxing? Are we working? How are we feeling? So on and so forth. There we go. Okay. Okay. All right. Some of you Capricorns might be staying at home, kind of being a hermit. That's okay. Doing some healing, trusting the universe. This is great. King of Wands, making changes, doing things differently, going about things differently. Ace of Pentacles, maybe an opportunity here at work. 10 of Cups, very good. That's good. That's good. An opportunity to spend some time with family. So you're getting the best of both worlds, taking care of your needs first, making some changes, some plans, and enjoying the fuck out of them. I really like that energy. I really do. Okay. Wow. All the telltale signs are there. Good times had by all. That's for sure. All right, Capricorn, let's get some oracles. Let's throw some at it. Okay. Let's see. All right. Helpless and hopeless. Yeah, I think that's what we're working on. Getting out of that stuck energy. It's time to make a change. You know what I mean? Daydreams and decisions. That's one thing you may be doing is like making your daydreams into a decision. By choosing win or lose this weekend, of course, you're going to choose win. And just trust where you're going next. Very good. Don't be foolish by focusing on helpless and hopeless. That's being stuck. That's the Eight of Swords. That's stuck energy. But I think that you're making the decision to move out of the stuck energy. And when you go with the flow, holy shit. Now let's look at relationships. Could be a little defensive. Okay, so we're getting... Could be a little stormy. Anxiety about some stuff. Don't sweat it. Let it go. Let down your walls. Be a little vulnerable. Let's not be defensive. Okay? That's when everything goes totally tits up. Okay? So let's not do that. All right? But what we have here is, no battling with your spouse or with your loved one. You know what I mean? No battling. No, there's no confrontation to be had. Just open up to an opportunity here and go for it, because that's really good energy. All right? Okay. So, confusion. Uncertain, unclear, unsure. All right, yeah, that's uncertain, unclear, unsure, just like those 3 cards came out for the relationship. And I think that's what's going on here. Go with the flow, okay? Focus on peace, balance, harmony, and friendship. That's what you focus on, okay? Instead of the uncertain, unclear, and unsure, Stop shaking the magic 8 ball. That's what it seems like. Unsure, unclear. Ask again later, But this looks really good for things to come together when you let go of the confusion, Don't be foolish to keep yourself in that mode. And today, that's all that matters. So keep up the good vibes, be in the now and in the moment, okay? That's crucial. And it pays off because the Ace of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, the Fool card here, saying not to be foolish, not to let the confusion get to you, and just have fun. That's important, Okay. Closing message for you, Capricorn, is ask a fucking expert. Don't rely on your friends or the internet. Listen to a damn professional. Yeah, the last thing you need to do is to Google, I have this rash, and then all of a sudden you have stage 4 melanoma when you really don't. You know what I mean? Google will diagnose everything with death and dying. So ask an expert, okay? But again, if you're confused, get clarity, okay? All right, Capricorn, that's going to do it for your freaking weekend. It looks good. It looks good. Let's just keep our focus on the payoff, okay? And open up to it. Let's not fret. It's win or lose. It's your choice, okay? Because the Ten of Cups is saying good times had by all. So embrace that. All right, Capricorn, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, watch your midweek reset tarot reading posted at Wednesdays at 10 a.m. And if you haven't checked it out, go and watch it. You still got time, folks. All right. Capricorn, you may have something to say. Like something big. Say it. All right? Okay. Let's take you off the board and see who is next. And it's Cancer. For the winning win. Let's put you on the board, Cancer. There you are. Thank you so much for being here. I love you all so much. How's Cancer doing this weekend? Well, let's find out. Got some big plans. Maybe going to like an early Halloween party. Maybe. Possibly. Let's see. Maybe just chilling at home. You do that best. Just chilling on the homestead. Is that it? 3 cards? Yeah, that's it. All right. There's an opportunity that comes when you listen to your intuition and just kind of let the universe guide you. And it'll bring you to like working with a group of people or something like that. So you might be getting some recognition or reward or, oh, look, my candle burnt out. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Oh, well. They're little tiny tea light candles. But there's an opportunity here. Take it. with a group of friends, going somewhere together. Trust your intuition, please, okay? Let's get some oracles for you. And see what else they add to this. So you could like maybe have an offer to like work for maybe somebody that's not normally your job. Yeah, spread your wings. Make some plans here. You know, be open up to opportunities. Yeah, embrace with the world. Yeah, could be definitely doing some traveling with the Two of Wands and the world. Definitely opening up to some kind of little adventure. I say go for it, Cancer. Why not? You know, embrace the opportunities that are here. The last thing you want to do is be closed off this weekend. So let's look at relationships. Ooh, anything else? Let's see, what else do we have for Cancer this weekend for love and relationships? Well, all right, so again, we're defensive. Let's let down our walls. You know, there's an offer here when we're not so defensive. It seems like that's what you're doing, is just defending your back. I gotta watch my back. Page of Swords, message coming in. I'm telling you, there's a message coming in. Be open to it. Seven of Pentacles, putting in the work, your time and focus into things that pay off. That's it. And you need to calm your storm. Again, there's a little rage inside of you that needs to be calmed. Maybe this is a time to embrace this and opening up. I mean, we have a huge thing about opening up here, okay? Arms wide open. With arms wide open. Under the light. Horrible. Horrible song. Man, did everybody love Creed in the 90s, man. That's when everybody was getting tribal tattoos, you know? All right, let's look at the messages for you, Cancer. Cloudy judgment, illusions, unbalanced and distorted. Seek the truth with this one. And clinging, holding on, obsessing, and spying. What you doing? Do you need to resort to such measures? Do you really? Or can you open up in a bigger, broader way? Maybe communication is important, okay? Not clinging. Again, holding on to something that doesn't serve you. I just see you being opened up. I think this is what you're dealing with this week. It's kind of getting rid of that energy. Yeah, look at this. Toxic, drama, arguments, incompatible. We may just have had a bad week, you know what I mean? And it's time to let that go. There's an opportunity here. Again, there's an opportunity this weekend to maybe overcome this, maybe finally release this. You so just need to be guided in the right direction. I guess that's the only way I can describe it. All right, let's get a closing message for you, Cancer. So, I don't know. I mean, you may have had to deal with a lot of this during the week, but now, yeah, I don't know what you're doing here. I mean, I don't know. So, this is all you need to focus on this weekend, is winning. You got a good thing going. Don't ruin that shit. Now, Cancer. They're telling you, they're being really, really obvious about this. Don't ruin a good thing. Don't do it, okay? You've got this. Embrace the opportunities that are coming to you this weekend. I'm telling you, it may be revolutionary. Open up to it, okay? All right, Cancer, thank you so much for watching. That's going to do it for your Freakin' Weekend tarot reading. Don't forget to watch your midweek reset tarot reading. That's posted at Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Of course. And if you would like a personal reading with me, well, click the link in the description and it'll bring you to my booking page. Don't pass up an opportunity here for something, Cancer. Only you would know what that is, okay? All right, let's see who is next. Let's take you off the board and see who's next. Oh my God, we only have one left. And it's Aquarius. Last but not least, Aquarius, let's put you on the board. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here, Aquarius. Man, it's over already? Jesus. Well, the messages sail through. You know, we don't need to go on and on and on about 3 days, you know what I mean? So, all right, welcome, Aquarius. Let's get the vibe through for you this weekend. Ooh. Wow, 2 cards went flying down and up. All right, so, yeah, don't be tempted to be indecisive this weekend. Choose, will you? Choose what's best for you, especially with being with a group of people. Maybe you're doing, maybe you're working this weekend, but it looks like a good time. So maybe you've been asked to go, for some of you Aquarius, is like volunteer or something like that. Don't be all freaked out about it. Don't second guess your plans. Go with it. Okay? I see a lot of you, like you made plans and now you're trying to back out of it. Don't you dare. Okay. But this looks really good. Maybe hanging out with friends from work or something like that. This is really good. But it's indecisive energy. It's like your head's kind of fucking with you. I don't know what to do. Maybe you're stepping out of your comfort zone and this looks comfortable. So rest assured, Aquarius, okay? So let's add some oracles to this and see what we've got here. Yeah. Yeah, awaiting results, putting in the work. You're nurturing something here this weekend. I think that's what we're freaked out about. But I'm going to tell you something. You need to go with the flow. Fate is on your side. And we've got 2 10s. Let's put them on the board. That's success, completion, and payoff, guys. That's beautiful. And the Ace of Wands, new beginning here. Some of you may be finding a new job or being offered a new job, and you may be indecisive about whether to take it. Take it. I'm telling you, it will work. Okay? There's an opportunity here you cannot pass up. All right? Let's get relationships and love. Could that be the payoff? One, we'll see. Let's see. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. What do we got here? 10 of Pentacles again. Holy shit. Something definitely about a job, partnership, something like that. All right. So it's time to alleviate this about relationships. Again, maybe that's what's got you a little anxious. I wouldn't say anxious. It's got you anxious. The Page of Wands is saying, stop taking things so serious. The Knight of Pentacles is maybe you getting an apology here, and this pays off. The 2 of Cups to the 10 of Pentacles. Are you kidding me? For some of you Aquariuses, I see a relationship forming at work, and maybe you don't know which way to go with this. Maybe this happened before. There's a strong indication that it's not the way it used to before. You know, 10, 10, 10. That's payoff, kids. Success. That's all you really need to focus on. That's incredible. All right, let's get Heart's Hidden Secrets. These oracles are pretty enlightening. You know, some of them can be kind of goofy, but yeah, there's something going on, Aquarius. What's going on? Chemistry, attraction, spark, and passion. It's Scorpio season. It's time for those sparks and passion to fly. Absolutely. Let's get what's the vibe. Let's get what's the vibe. What else do we have for Aquarius? Interesting. Drowning. Over your head, overextended, and rock bottom. You may have hit that, but let's not focus on that, especially with relationships. What you want is intimacy, mutual respect, unity, and closeness. And that's what I see in here more than anything else. So maybe you're coming out of this phase, which is fantastic for you, okay? So let's get a closing message for this wonderful reading. Man, save the best for last, I guess. Literally, you know? All right, let's get a closing message for you, Aquarius. This is a great reading. Pay attention, you know? Yeah, absolutely. Fuck fear. it will lie to your face. Aquarius, spitting some truth there. Fuck fear. And I think that's what's started this all off this weekend. I mean, this week. But this weekend looks like it pays off. It looks like you take a gamble, you take a chance, and it falls through. It comes out in your favor. How many times can you have that happen? You know what I'm saying? So focus on it. Let go of your fear. Focus on success, and it pays off. All right, Aquarius. Wow, that's incredible. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to watch your midweek reset tarot reading posted at Wednesdays at 10 a.m. And if you would like a personal reading with me, click the link in the description. It'll bring you to my booking page. Aquarius, thank you so much for watching. Everybody, thank you for watching. That is going to do it for this freaking weekend. Thank you. And yeah, everybody have a great, safe weekend. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you on Wednesday. I love you all. Thank you for watching. Bye.